I get asked very often how to give a good first impression, right? And so let me answer that in this video. You see, there is no way that you could show your whole personality within a 1 or 2 minute span. Because if you try, you're gonna look crazy. And when it comes to giving a first impression, what you want to focus on is not giving a first impression. It's making sure that they don't think you're crazy. That is the first thing. It's making sure that they don't think that you're someone who came here to suck value. It's making sure that you're not here to just get something. So how do you do that? First, control your non-verbals. Because in every interaction you want something. So as a result, you're gonna give off subtle signs of self-interest, which turns people off. So what you gotta do is master your non-verbals, right? Notice your cues so that you're aware of them and you control them. Don't smile so much. Talk a little bit slower. Let the person talk. Don't be so eager to talk about your car, to talk about this or that, right? Because as soon as you try to win people over on the first minute, they sense that eagerness and they automatically become suspicious. So what you got to do is not about changing your character or changing who you are. It's all about controlling the dose of that you give to people, controlling that dose, right? So the way you control that dose is, first of all, control your emotions. Stop trying to impress people on the first date. Learn to accept the fact that some people will not like you. So how do you accept that? By you, when you first talk to people, you don't try to win them over that same day, right? So let me give you my example. Me, I've always been a very outgoing person when I was younger. But what I began noticing when I was younger was that it turned some people off, right? So I learned to calm the fuck down. I learned to calm down. So now when I meet people, I'm a very polite person. I don't try to make jokes with you. I don't try to win you over. I don't try to make you laugh, right? I just talk to you. Hey, how's it going? My name is Alexis. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad you like my drawings. Well, nice to meet you. I'll see you some other time, right? And so that politeness is they're interacting with my energy. I am not being too like social, right? So the person will just have a better first impression. It's just how it is, right? Because think about it. It emanates power when you don't feel the need to talk about how good your life is, or to try to make a conversation with the person. You got to give people time to like you. It takes time for people to actually like you, right? So first impressions are good, but they're not as important. So that's why you don't do too much in the beginning. So you just calm the fuck down. You're just more relaxed. It's that simple, right? Now look, another thing that you want to do to give first impression is to let the person talk about themselves, right? So even though they're talking about you, redirect the conversation to them. Don't try to win people over with the great things in your life, because you might trigger their predatory behavior. They might say, oh, this person has a lot of good things that I could use him or her for, right? So now they'll show interest, and you think they're showing interest because they like you. No, they're showing interest because you have something that they want, and as soon as they get what they want out of you, they'll leave you. Now, if it's a business relationship, then go ahead, approach them with self-interest in mind, right? And negotiate accordingly. But if it's an interpersonal relationship, it cannot be that crude, right? So what you gotta do, you don't talk about the good things about your life initially. For example, it's like when women try to make friends on Tinder, with guys on Tinder. I'm like, girl, sure, you might get guys who might want to be your friend, but they're not the kind, they'll still try to bang you. So why would you want to have that kind of energy in your life? Why do you want to have the kind of energy, just in general? Why would you want to have people who want to fuck you around you? Because it's like they're not really your friends. They're not really your friends. And I don't know. It's just crazy, right? So it's the same thing. You don't want that kind of energy. So from the start, you want to be a little bit closed and a little bit more difficult to get to know. That's all. Be a little bit more difficult to get to know. Because if you add that layer of difficultiness, the fact that they're making an effort on top of your difficult nature shows you that they're worthy of knowing you. It's not that they're worthy because you're great, but because they actually are genuinely interested in you. Now, that kind of difficult nature comes in the form of you just being relaxed. If you just not offering yourself that easily. And that doesn't mean you don't invite people to hang out with you. that just means that you're not over pursuing people from the start. That means that, yeah, you might get, you might talk, you might get the number and stuff like that. You might invite them over to hang out, but you're not going to invite them over again when they told you, I'll let you know. You're not going to invite them over again when they told you, when they say no to you. You're going to extend the offer, and that's it. Once you extend the offer, you don't do nothing else, because then you're looking like you're over pursuing. See what I'm saying? That's how you show people, that's how you give people also respect. You give them respect. So another thing for the first impression is giving people the utmost respect. That doesn't mean you're laying down to them. No, that means I give you respect. But if you fuck it up, you're not gonna get that respect from me anymore. That's the difference. Is that now there is a sword that will cut your head off. No, shit, that's a little too much, right? But now there are consequences for your actions. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.